Alright, gamers and gamettes, it is time. The one y'all have been begging me for. No, not that one. The other one. I know what a lot of you guys were going to say. When I said that, y'all were going to be like, he's finally playing Final Fantasy 14. No, the other one that a lot of people beg me to try. There are 3 games that I get hit about a lot on this channel. Final Fantasy 14, why don't I play it? Elder Scrolls Online, why don't I play it? And Warframe, why don't I play it? When I actually do play all these games, just not a ton. But what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to take a first look and dive into the mind of Tenek127 Gaming about how I'm feeling about Elder Scrolls Online in 2021. Now, what actually got me wanting to take a look at this game was I actually saw MMO Byte take a look at the game probably I'm gonna say about 1 or 2 weeks ago now, and they were talking about it on their channel, and I was like, you know what, everyone keeps telling me to look at this, let me go ahead and take a peek at it. And not only did I get curious about the game, but it's kind of like the stars aligned. That same day, I also got tweeted by a bunch of people on Twitter saying, hey, the next gen version of Elder Scrolls Online is coming out June 8th, so you're getting a free next gen upgrade on the Xbox Series X and S consoles, as well as the PlayStation 5, so pretty environments, higher frame rates, all that good stuff. There's a new expansion coming, I believe, in June or July. And also, when I went to check in the Xbox store, the latest expansion with all of the previous expansions included were like $16. So I was like, why am I not giving this a try? So I went ahead, purchased the expansion add-ons and stuff like that. I was gonna just try it through Game Pass at first, but then I saw the opportunity. I was like, hell, $15 for like 5 or 6 years worth of content. I will take that, cha-ching. And here we are today for today's video. So I've played Elder Scrolls Online before. I actually played it a good chunk when it first came out on the PlayStation 4, and this was like when it first launched, before it had text chat in the game. You didn't have many camera options. It was a very limited. It literally felt like Skyrim with friends, and they were still trying to build on it. Elder Scrolls Online at launch definitely really felt like an early access game. I will tell you that right now. There wasn't too many bugs or issues, or at least that I dealt with personally. I'm not going to say that for everybody. I'm one guy who played it on one platform with a select amount of people, so if that's wrong, please forgive me. But I've been watching the game, grow, get a lot bigger, and just do some crazy things. I've seen loads and loads of fun content come out for this game, and that's going to give me my first issue with Elder Scrolls Online. One of the only things I don't like about this game. All right, there are 2 beefs I have with this game. I'm going to talk to you guys about one right now. I do not like ESO's monetization model. Now, a lot of people, you guys are going to be like, what? Hold up, man. And let me explain. It's not the fact that it's a buy-to-play game. I know sometimes when I say I don't like monetization, some people think I'm cheap and only play free-to-play games, and that's not the case. Elder Scrolls just dips and dives, into your wallet just a little bit too much, and I'm really not too crazy with that. They sell the base game, which you have to pay for. They sell expansions. Nothing wrong with that. There's a subscription service. Again, as a paid game, nothing wrong with a subscription service. But they also charge you for every small DLC update in between. The updates that would be free in any other game that's out there. Games like Final Fantasy. Like, here, let me give you an example. Imagine Final Fantasy 14, right? And you guys know how to go through the update cycle. 1.0 and then patches 1.1 all the way to 1.5 are, free content. And then 2.0 will be an expansion. 2 to 2.5 will be free content, and then 3.0 will be an expansion, etc., etc., etc. If you've played Final Fantasy 14, you know how that works. Imagine if Final Fantasy 14 charged you for the base game, your monthly sub, and they charged you for patches. Let's say we're at 5.0 right now. Let's say they charged you for patch 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, and then release an expansion. That's what Elder Scrolls Online does with its updates. They charge you for every single update and the expansions. And I think that's a little crazy. Now, granted, these updates always come with, a little bit of content. There's, a new region sometimes and also a dungeon. But this is just filler content between expansions that I believe should be free, especially since the game has a subscription. Now, granted, one way that they try to get you with ESO is you pay for the subscription and the content in between the expansions is free. While that's a decent deal, and a good way to cover that content, me personally, I still believe that filler content between the expansions should be free. I think it's kind of silly when an MMORPG charges you for every update. In World of Warcraft, and keep in mind, that's Activision Blizzard, one of the most greedy companies that, everyone claims. They don't even charge you for updates. And not to mention, ESO, they also have a cash shop where you can buy, crowns. They have loot crates in the game. They have, different outfits and stuff you can buy. Again, nothing wrong with those practices, except the loot crates, of course. Screw loot boxes. I hate those things with a passion. But the monetization of this game is one thing that drives me nuts. Now, Elder Scrolls Online, great story. One thing I've always wished for is a game kind of like this, and I don't know why I didn't stick with it more often. Because whenever I played games like Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion, stuff like that, I always wish, man, it would be so cool if you could play this with friends. Well, that's what Elder Scrolls Online does, and that's the cool thing I love about it. It takes that Elder Scrolls formula. They don't change it at all. You can play the game in first or third person. You can make it look like a first-person Skyrim experience. Then again, you can make it look like a full UI-filled MMO experience. As you guys can see, the gameplay I have on the screen right now is like that. It looks more like a traditional MMO rather than an Elder Scrolls game. But it basically gives you what that Elder Scrolls with friends would feel like. And you can go and adventure to your heart's content. And this game doesn't force you to do its content in any specific order. There's plenty of group dungeons and fun content to do from level 1. And that's the cool thing. Now, you got to be level 10 to access the dungeon finder and everything. But most MMORPGs, you got to be, level 15, 20, 25 to access a lot of the dungeons and content and stuff. Elder Scrolls likes to throw you in the group activities early. As soon as you leave your first town, there'll be a world boss out there with, tons of players fighting it and stuff like that. There's all kinds of big monsters that, that are meant for groups. You can literally level up in this game by just running around farming mobs and doing the kind of stuff you would do in an Elder Scrolls game regularly. If you like Elder Scrolls and, you are just sick of playing it by yourself, get this game. And I mean that. This isn't sponsored or anything. As you guys can see, I told you in the video, I straight up paid for this. But this is literally, that multiplayer experience that if you've ever wanted that in an Elder Scrolls game, it delivers. And the cool thing about them is also, lately with their expansions, they've been basing them off of previous classic Elder Scrolls games. There was an expansion just recently for Skyrim. There was one for Morrowind. We have another one coming up here in June that I cannot remember the name of, so please forgive me. And not to mention, the game has free next-gen updates. The only other thing that bothers me about this game is traversing the world. The quest system is fine, but the compass and the mini-map and getting to your objectives, the way this world's built, can be a bit of a headache sometimes. And that is my only thing. But the combat is fun. The way you can build and customize your classes is fun. The endgame champion point system, I really don't understand that. Once I get farther in the game and get more into endgame, I'll try and, check out that side. If any of you guys play ESO, can you explain that to me? I'm so used to MMORPGs having a traditional gear system. Hey, you get to the end game, you got to do the end game dungeons, get better gear. Is champion points, is that champion score just, how strong your gear is or what? Please let me know in the comments, because I have no clue how that system works. That's the only thing in this video I can't talk about, because I just have no idea. I don't understand the champion point thing. I'm used to the whole regular, just get your gear level as high as you can. And if that's how ESO works, then I'm happy, I'm in love, and you guys can expect more ESO content from me in the future, once I actually catch up in this damn game, of course, because right now I'm sitting on level 9, and yeah, I got about 5 or 6 years of content to go through, so it's going to take me a minute. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on ESO in 2021. I definitely think it's a dope MMORPG. It's just a very aggressive on the on the payments and the microtransactions and stuff. I think they need to slow down a bit in that department. Just make the in-between updates free, man. That shit is silly. I don't know why why they're doing that. But like I said, that's just my personal opinion. If you disagree with me about that, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, guys, y'all enjoyed today's video. Smash that thumbs up button for me now. Thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanek127. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Until next time, peace out. Take care.